riding with. Share with the whole team. Congratulations. With each other, ain't no hiding this. See, we came up. Problems now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. We grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time efficient. Bet get whole squizzy riding with me. Who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.
And we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Smith going to go to the air first play. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Gino on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation for it, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. They'll try and run the option. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. It's complete. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Again, it's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And some room to run now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Nick Ballore able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't see...
And Gordon will work his way in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 47. Check, 47.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Geno. Rolling to his right. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Washington now brings this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown! Montrell Washington, 29 yards. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Smith on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive.
But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Out of the gun, Smith. On the move to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gino's going to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score. I think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 41, Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You're trapped, you're trapped.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Penny, a first down carry. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Back to Mixon on second down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7.
Burrow.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A first carry for Amir Abdullah.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's Mixon on the counter. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
throw for it on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Forced out to his left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10, up the middle, Abdullah. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow out to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Here's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now here is another interception. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL.
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's out right at the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st down, Carr.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Over toward the sideline for Waller. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So another run like we just saw would likely put an end to this thing. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go with Burrow. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put them.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.